So look at this. Here is an Elijah Phelps, who was born in 1845 and died in 1916. Here's somebody else born in 1840, and they passed away in 1917. That's amazing that and this obelisk here, this appears to be about 17 feet tall, and it mentions the name of well, it says Frank Bartlett Post, and then under that it says, and John A. Logan, and it says GAR 1891. And this stonework is pretty interesting. And look at this old building over here, this chapel. That is a beautiful building. Looks like it could, well, to me it looks like it was built in the 1920s, but it could have been built much earlier than that. And this here is interesting. This says Lancashire Van Nuys. This could be the resting site of Lancashire. I believe he was one of the two people that owned approximately half of the San Fernando Valley. And because that's quite a structure, that obelisk is 20 feet tall, maybe 25 feet tall. And well, it says here Isaac Lancashire, born in April of 1818 and died in 1882. And it looks like his wife is buried next to him. She was also born in 1818, and she died in 1901. And I wonder if that is the historic Lancashire for which the street is named after. The street in North Hollywood, which I grew up 1 block from Lancashire. And it looks like on this side is, I guess it would be, well, there's Isaac Van Nuys. This may be the Van Nuys for which Van Nuys is named after. It said born in 1835, died in 1912. And then it looks like his wife is buried next to him. She was born 11 years after Isaac. Her name is Susanna. And she died in 1923. That's quite a sight. And then we'll walk over this way. Here are some people that were buried here much later. This lady here was born in 1903 and died in 1993. She was 89 years old when she passed. And here's somebody that passed away in 2018. And then we have this interesting structure here. The name Ross is on it. I don't know what you would call this kind of structure, but it's a small building. It's looks to be about 10 feet by 10 feet, but I'm sure this would be very exorbitant to try to replicate this today. And it says Robert Ross inside. I can't really read much of it, but it looks like he died in 1881. Wow. What an interesting place this is. It's interesting that this area of the mortuary park right here looks to be a section that is for people of Japanese ancestry. And it's funny how they're in this section that seems exclusively Japanese. Here's somebody who passed away in 2005. The graves farther off, the grave sites out in this area here, they're all Japanese as well. And here's just a little marker right here on the ground. That's all there is there. And here's a small little marker about 12 inches by 7 inches. Somebody by the name of Norman Hill, born in 1903 and died in 1963. And this is in Spanish. And this is quite a structure here. This is about 9 feet tall. Hauer, I think it's German, Hauerwas, born in 1864 and died in 1906. And it does say that he was born in Würzburg, Germany. And here is a monument to an Anne Carolyn Hereford, born in 1833 and died in 1885. And it says at the bottom that this monument was erected by her daughters. And here's a grave site where the monument is broken, or somehow it was broken. The piece at the bottom, of course, is just sitting on the ground right here. And this person died in 1882. And here's another broken monument. Maybe somebody came in here and vandalized the place, because this part here on the ground right here sat atop this right here, and it's just laying there on the ground. And this person died in 1884. There's downtown LA in the distance there. We're only a couple of miles from downtown. This is just east of downtown. This obelisk here is to a Matthew King, born in 1830, died in 1882. It says at the bottom, "If duties well performed bring peace, how sweet will be his rest." So this cemetery must have been here for, well, at least almost 200 years. And maybe more, I don't know. But they don't keep the grounds up as nicely as they might, because the grass here is all pretty much dead. Here I am leaving the cemetery, going out through these sculptured gates. So it looks like we're in Boyle Heights, and that apparently is where the Evergreen Cemetery is located. Now I'm on my way to the filming location. I'm supposed to be there at 9:30. It's 9:27, and I'm about a half mile away.
Red light, camera ahead. Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right.
I'm on First Street coming up on Mission, and I'm turning right
Then turn left onto Kearney Street
to go to this, well, it's not a studio, it's kind of a warehouse that I think they're renting for the production.
Then turn right.
And I have arrived.
Turn right. Then the destination is on your right.
Okay, I'm down in near downtown Los Angeles, and I think this is Boyle Heights right here, and I'm gonna go westbound on the First Street Bridge at Mission Road. We're about a mile east of downtown Los Angeles. And there in the center of the frame is City Hall. It's that building with the kind of obelisk top. I guess that's a ziggurat, if I'm not mistaken. I'm down in LA today to work on a program for a television series as an extra, and it's a small independent company. I think I'm going to turn right here. I'm going to turn right on Alameda. And I believe this is Little Tokyo right here, because it kind of indicates it there on this signage. And then there's the Japanese Village Plaza. And so I'm coming down here, and I believe this this white building right there is the LA County Jail. The Metropolitan Detention Center, I think, is the official name for it. I spent 5 days in that facility in 1976 for driving my car too fast. They called it reckless driving. And when they let me out right there on those steps over there, and that was 45 years ago. So I'll try to figure out how to get on the freeway here to get back home. Oh, this looks like Union Station. Yep, but oh, geez, I almost hit a cone. There's Union Station right back there. And it looks like Chinatown is very near here, and I believe this is Alvera Street, right here off to the left.